Hi! Do you like to add bows to your handmade cards but wish you didn't take quite so much ribbon? Let it stretch a little further? Well, if so, watch as I demonstrate my Dear Doily card and I'll show you how to make an easy bow that does just that. If you struggle with tying ribbon around a card and making it tight enough so the bow doesn't slip, you're going to love this easy bow for handmade cards because it isn't going anywhere. I'm Shelley Godby, the owner and CEO of Stamping Smiles, and for 18 years I've been teaching others how to create their own hand stamped smiles. So after I demonstrate how to make this easy bow, we'll compare it to one that's wrapped around the card that took a lot more ribbon. Here's a closer view of the beautiful Dear Doily stamp set. This is from the 2019 Stampin' Up! Occasions catalog. The coordinating dies have sold out and will not be returning, but the Dear Doily stamp set is still available and a must-have. Look at this. Words can't express that font. Beautiful. And how very sorry I'm for your loss. Unfortunately, we always need sympathy cards, but then we have some uplifting. Just how much you mean to me and how much your kindness touches my life. Beautiful multi-purpose stamp set with the doilies and the flower. All right, so let's go ahead, and this is an easy card. I want to do this and then I'll show you as I'm going along how to make that easy bow. So I have some very vanilla cardstock, and whenever you're stamping with white or vanilla cardstock, I highly recommend the Whisper White and Very Vanilla cardstock. It has a nice tight finish that takes ink for beautiful crisp clean images. All right, so I'm going to use the Crumb Cake Classic Stampin' Pad. I'm going to lift it up and slide that in. Quick swipe there. My stamping sleeves, I don't want to smudge anything. You pick up ink from opening and closing the ink pads from the, these blocks aren't porous, so the ink sits on there. So I'm going to stamp this purposely a little bit askew. Oh, isn't that pretty? Okay, so we're done. So a little push, pull on that lip, click. Make sure you have it closed so that it isn't going to dry out. Now, I'm going to use my self-made Tuxedo Black Memento ink pads. So this doesn't look like the one that you purchased, and I go back and forth between them depending on what I want. What I love about this is it's really juicy, and because of the Stampin' Up! Firm foam pad, so it opens up the same way. And I'll have a link to how you can make your own and what you need to make that. But the firm foam pad delivers ink unbelievably. And so this, I stamped rather dark. I didn't want to stamp it off. So I want these words to really stand out. And they will. Look how nice and juicy that is with my self-made Tuxedo Black Memento ink pad. Okay. Look. Gorgeous. I could not get it that deep with the other one. All right, so a little push, click, and a swipe. All right, and so my ribbon is going to go across the bottom, and when I first made it, it was pretty. Showed my husband, and then I thought it just needs a little bit more. Well, we're going to do that quite easily. We need the Crumb Cake Classic Stampin' Pad again. There we go. And this flower, this comes with the stamp set. So we're going to do here full strength, come down here, went off that edge, and isn't that pretty? Wait till you see the ribbon on there. Okay, so one final swipe and we are done. We don't have to worry about now smudging ink on here. So normally I would take my ribbon, and isn't this beautiful? The black satin 1/2 inch ribbon, and tie it all the way around. And I was doing that. I need a whole bunch of these cards, and you can see I'm running out of ribbon. I won't have enough for all that I need tying it around, because that takes a good, more than 14 inches at least. And I'm not even tying a bow. I'm saying with just a knot. It was taking a lot. And I thought, okay, how am I going to stretch this? Well, then I remembered I hadn't done this in a long time. This easy bow. What we're going to do, and what else you're going to like about this, is for those who say, Shelley, I can't tie a bow, and I would say, well, it's just a knot. I can't even tie a knot well. Well, you don't even have to. All right, so what we have is a 1/4 inch punch. This is just a standard office supply punch. You probably have one. And if not, you can pick it up in the store, or I'll have a link to where I found it on Amazon. Pretty inexpensive too, if getting out isn't as easy for you. All right, so we're just going to punch 2 holes And here's the secret. They need to be close to each other. Like I said, I hadn't done it in a long time. I had mine too far apart and it looked odd and the bow didn't lay well. So we want them quite close to each other, but not so close that we end up with one big hole. Okay, and then our ribbon. And when you do this, you only need about, we'll say 6 inches, and that'll probably be too much. Let me trim that. Now watch. What we're going to do, feed this through to the back, and this to the back. Okay, now let's go ahead and pull it tight. All right, so fold that over and see you don't need that third hand. Take this tail, put it through the hole. There we go. Take this tail, put it through the opposite. And there we have a bow. Isn't that pretty? And see, this is why you don't want it too big, because when you tie a bow, it goes down pretty small, our knot, right? So we have a knot without needing to tie one. And we want to trim these off at a nice angle. There we go. My hand's in the way, but I'm just trimming that. That angle is really sharp. Fantastic. And look at that. We have a bow, and like I said, this isn't going anywhere. It's on it. As you slide that in, it's not going to slide off, and you didn't need someone else to hold it while you tied and trying to keep everything tight. Isn't that fantastic? So let's go ahead and finish our card. And what I have here is basic black cardstock for my card base, and isn't this pretty? This is the Share What You Love Designer Series paper. Right now it's on back order, but the report is reading they expect more April 1st, so it'll be shipping pretty quickly. And I don't have a crystal ball, but I'm expecting that this will retire, that we'll see it on the retiring list in April, just because very, very few, if any, Designer Series papers carry over. All right, so what I need, because I have this behind me, instead of using snail adhesive, I need either mini glue dots or one of my favorite things to do, Stampin' Dimensionals, these foam adhesive dots. We'll put one in each corner. I don't know where I picked up that ink, but sure glad it didn't end up on the other side of my card. All right. And then I put one in the center because that's a pretty decent piece. So we press down with our thumbnail. And look how that makes those edges pop up so they're easy to peel off. And you can see I don't have long fingernails. It doesn't take much. Okay. And on here, isn't that, wow, so elegant. And then for a finishing touch, I have the coordinating Share What You Love Artisan Pearls in their package. Oops, let's get these out. And like I said, don't have a crystal ball, but wouldn't be surprised if these are retiring too. And I take your pick tool, and here I have the spatula. Really like this because I can get up and under. Just place that little pearl. Needed a little touch of something. There we go. With our easy bow for handmade cards that took, 6 inches of ribbon, maybe a little less you could have got, but I didn't have a whole lot left over. So let's compare that to this. Okay, so that's tied all the way around, and I showed my husband because I was liking both. I said, what do you think? He says, I can't pick, I like both. So if you like to save ribbon and don't always want to need that third hand, give this bow a try. Okay, and I'll have a link to my blog post with all the measurements for my Dear Doily card. All the supplies to make my Dear Doily card are listed below the video and available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. And if you'd like more of my stamping tips, well, I invite you to subscribe to the Stampers Insider. It's your free stamping source for inspiration, information, and ideas. Just go now to www.thestampersinsider.com to subscribe. I'm Shelley Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamp smiles. Thanks for watching.